Rhythm is life. Rhythm is soul. I say let's get it right this time. Let love unfold.
We believe that the experience is in the mind. We totally do. We can be sitting there in an empty room, nothing going on around us, yeah? And we can be in a huge story. Yeah, I don't know. I've just been sacked from my job. What am I going to do? How am I going to make ends meet? I've got no money. I've got no, I just don't know what to do. Sounds like a whole lot of anxiety and a whole lot of suffering and a whole lot of panicking being experienced in the mind. Is it being experienced in the mind? Where does the experience actually take place? Where does experiencing actually take place? Right here, right now. And all that stuff that's going on in the mind, is that happening? Like reality check, is that actually happening? Look around the room. Is that actually happening here now? Nope.
So much is taught generational, isn't it? Like with animals, like I'm not fearful now, but when I grew up so fearful of animals, but I didn't know anything else. But actually, I experienced it because my mum did. But in actual fact, they're not scary. Do you know what I mean? Like, but it's what we think of what we know until you actually experience it in the, like to pick them up. They're not scary, sort of thing.
I know, but what's important to see there is whatever the mind is saying is being experienced is wrong.
Yeah, I know, but you were taught that. That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
The actual experience itself is absolutely not what the mind is saying it is.
I know. Yeah, I can see that more and more now, but yeah.
You're smiling, Peggy.
The mind is clever.
Oh, yeah.
There's a thinking and there's the imaging in, like you recreate.
Yep.
And you bring what you think's the past, but it's image.
Yeah, I know. It's hard that when you were little, that I didn't know anything else, but I know now today that's different. And you don't know until you learn. Well, yeah, that's what, yeah.
So let's just say for a moment, there's some sensation.
It's good though. It's good. I'm not like that. Like, yeah, I know it is.
Yeah. But let's just say there's some sensation that's being experienced in the body. Yeah. Mind could label it anything it likes. The sensation. It could label it fear. It could label it love. It could label it anxiety. It could label it joy. It could label it whatever it wants. But whatever it labels it as is not actually what the experiencing is.
I know it's good. It's exciting. I don't know why it's exciting, but it is.
If it's resonating, that's...
It's good. Sorry.
No, that's fine. So,
Mm.
A story will arise in the mind.
Mm.
Yeah? And the story will say, I'm scared. Yeah? And there'll be a sensation that's going on in the body. Yeah? And then the mind automatically labels the sensation in the body as, oh, this is the experience of being scared.
Mm.
When you...
Mm. Mm.
Without the labeling, what's the sensation?
I don't know. It's good, isn't it? It's joy.
It's not even good, because that's a label too.
Yeah, I know. Nothing really, I suppose.
Well, it's just, or you could say, yeah,
Mm.
yep, there's a sensation.
Mm. Mm.
Is it actually fear, anxiety, love? Because it's the mind that creates the story. Just the mind that's creating the story. And then it'll verify it by naming a particular sensation that's being experienced in the body.
But I would also say that the fact that, once we sort of manifest in the body, duality has to happen, because there's certain things that you can't deny, like pain or discomfort or hunger, which by nature are dual, because you're either hungry or not hungry. So maybe that's where it starts. And then the mind is the organ of imagination, as you said. And that's what it does. It just, takes it from there.
Yeah. Does the body experience pain? Yeah. Yeah. But mind will turn it into suffering.
It's a physical thing though, isn't it? So with emotions, that you have to refer to a past.
Yeah.
Label it, because but is it really that? You're just saying it's that because you had something similar.
The body,
no, you're right.
The body will experience pain, and the mind will experience, it's not experiencing anything, but the mind will tell itself it's experiencing suffering.
That's true. I agree. But I'm saying even in the now, there is a duality with the body, which there's pain or no pain. Even now, even if I had no memory of or a story, I would either be hungry or not hungry right now.
Yeah, but if there's no story, there'd be no idea of a split.
You just go and get some food if you're hungry.
Food would just be eaten.
Just be eating. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. We would suspend all the judgment. I agree totally. Yeah.
Yeah. That's often what I mean by, everything is just happening. I mean, everything. And we seem to be able to accept that when we ponder nature. There's some sort of an intelligence, that nature has some sort of intelligence. Problem is we take ourselves out of that. What? I mean, really? But we do. We do. We're all guilty of it. We do. I absolutely believe we're separate from nature. Or another way of saying that is, we absolutely believe we're separate from God. We absolutely believe we're separate from the absolute. Or I absolutely believe I'm separate from another person. What says all that?
Mine.
Just this, and this that you have absolutely no control over. That's the sixth sense. It's a beautiful storyteller, extraordinarily creative. For God's sake, it creates the illusion of a me. Unbelievably creative.